What is up guys, SDPeasy here, and today we're going to be doing a reaction video again. As you can see by the background, this has become sort of a trend for reaction videos. It's kind of like a little it's kind of like YouTube-y sort of colours in the background. That's why I'm going for it. Rather than changing it up every video, we've just got a sort of standard background for reaction videos. And today we're going to be reacting to the leaks of the PS5. Now I may be a little bit late to the hype train on this, but I did want to make this video and share my thoughts on the PS5 as somebody who is currently an Xbox player, and I don't know what console I'm going for next, so this would be interesting to see. So let's jump into the release image and then we'll do some specs. So as you can see on the left hand side of the screen here, we have got what is supposedly the PS5 leaked image. Now this is an image of the dev kit. Now that stands for developers kit, which is like the model they make to test the product. Now by no means does that mean this is what the console will look like. It just gives us an idea. Now it could literally, based on the PS4 looking nothing like its, or Xbox One even, looking nothing like their dev kits, this literally could look nothing like the console. But what we can work out quite a bit from this, and it's quite a funky design. So I mean, I wouldn't be against this because it looks pretty cool. But what we can work out from this, obviously got PS5 logo on the front. We've got some interesting vents throughout the middle with some blue LEDs. And it seems they're going for like a blue LED vibe. It says let's go digital on it, so that's obviously for digital Blu-rays and so on. You've got a power button, and then it looks like you've got media buttons and a disc drive, obviously. So I assume the media buttons are to play and pause films. Doesn't know why you'd ever use them because you use the controller, but they're there if you want to. It's got an SSD drive, so it's got a hell of a lot of storage in it, which obviously you're going to need for a next-gen console, because I imagine games sizes are only going to get more gigabytes as we go. And then by the looks of it, it's got 5 USB ports and then some sort of strange port in the middle. Not sure what that is as of yet. And then 5 ports actually may even just be vents, but and I mean that middle one may be a USB. But we're not sure. But obviously you've got the standard sort of buttons on the front plus some media buttons, the PlayStation logo, and it says PS5. Now obviously this looks really cool, but please don't take this image literally, because a lot of the time the dev kit looks nothing like the finished console. This is just what we're seeing currently. So if we go over to Eurogamer.net here, they've obviously done an article on this, so we're going to go through that. The specs we're looking at, we've got the CPU will be an AMD chip based on a Ryzen 8 cores, which is what they use in AMD computers, so it's going to be sick. GPU and ray tracing. The audio will have 3D audio, which is apparently dramatically different to PS4. So apparently when you're playing games, footsteps will be more realistic. It would just be better in general, and your audio will be more realistic and interactive. Storage obviously will be a lot larger with an SSD. So it just looks like it's going to run a lot quicker in general. And it does suggest here that a loading screen time of 0.8 seconds compared to what it would have been 15 seconds when tested on Marvel Spider-Man. So that is a big leap. That's interesting. Resolution support is going to support up to 8K resolution, and we'll have a 4K Blu-ray player that can support up to 100 gigabyte optical discs, which is amazing. So for Blu-ray films, that's going to be sick. And to be able to support 8K, wow, that would be amazing. In terms of backwards compatibility, it looks like it's going to probably be backwards compatible with any PS4 game, based on they're pretty much going to be built in the same sort of way. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because so obviously you will be able to play any PS4 game, so it's quite cool. And it obviously won't just be it won't just be like only digital downloads. You will be able to put a PS4 disc in and play on the PS5, so that's cool. I like that. That's quite a cool feature for me. And then a big one, the controller. Obviously moving on from the DualShock 4 to the DualShock 5. It's going to have adaptive triggers, so resistance when playing a game. So 2 examples were tension when pulling a string of a bow, fire an arrow, or having a machine gun feel different to a shotgun. So adaptive triggers, I imagine you'll be able to change how far you press them in, or even it will just make it feel slightly different. I imagine that won't be the massivest feature, but I mean, I've got a Xbox One Elite controller, and it does have little trigger stops here that stop it from going in. So if I flick one on, so I'll show you, it flicks in all the way. If I flick one of the trigger stops on, it stops halfway. So basically means I shoot a little bit quicker in games like Fortnite, which is good. It's useful. Improve haptic feedback. So what they're going to have is pretty much, you know, when your controller rumbles, when you're like low on health in COD or you crash into a corner on GTA, your controller rumbles. So now it's going to be different. They're not going to have the rumbles. It's going to be more realistic effects. It's going to only rumble on certain bits of your hand, or like move certain bits of your hand, or make it more of a realistic, immersive experience, which is what obviously you want. And we will be USB-C supported, which is good. We're moving forward into the world. We're not going to be micro USB anymore like you were with the PS4. We're moving into better cables now with the USB-C. That's good. So, and apparently, it will be heavier. Now, obviously, controller lightness is a big thing. The lighter your controller, the easier it is to hold, nicer it is to hold and use. So, a heavier controller is interesting. It's a weird move from PlayStation, but I suppose they'll make it work. It has been suggested, though, as you can see, this is not an official image. This is a leaked image. It's probably very unlikely that this is what the controller will look like, because it's got a weird shape to it. But supposedly it might have a touchscreen. However, a lot of people on Twitter and so on are suggesting that this just isn't feasible, really. It'd be too small and too fiddly. It wasn't mentioned anywhere in any of the notes, so it's sort of a bit of a weird one. And in terms of backwards compatibility with older PlayStations like the PS1, 2, and 3, probably very unlikely. I think it's going to stick with just PS4 games, and obviously then you play your new next-gen games on PS5, so it's unlikely. So it's going to be dropping in the holidays 2020, that's what they say. So that's pretty much any time between October and December, so literally perfectly in time for Christmas. So obviously what they normally do, you're going to buy the new console at Christmas, aren't you? So it's interesting. Obviously it's clever marketing, it's what they do every time. And in terms of a price point, we're looking at $399, which is £349 for a base model. There may be a more expensive model. There'll probably be bundles out there where you get games that will cost you more money or whatever. But for the base, literally just the model, £349. So obviously probably about £100 more than current consoles, even the PS4 Pro. So it's a lot of money. You've just got to work out whether it's worth the upgrade. Obviously, we don't know a hell of a lot of information yet, so I may do another one of these when more things have been leaked, and I'm probably going to do one about the Xbox One Scarlet project when we get more leaks on that and maybe an image. But just for now, I think the PS5 will be a cool console, and it's definitely going to be a contender for me, even though I'm an Xbox fan. So, what did you guys think? What do you think of the PS5 leaked images and all the so far stats? Now, I think they're very impressive. Obviously, we don't know everything about the console yet, but I think what we do know is very impressive, and it looks brilliant for next-gen consoles going forward. Obviously, a lot of people are worried that PC is just too good now and consoles will die, but with this, it looks like it's going to be taking a step in a very good direction. So hopefully the Xbox can follow it, and they can compete well again, as they do every time. But if you did enjoy that, let's drop a like on this. Let me know in the comments any suggestions or any theories you've got about the PS5 or even the Xbox One Scarlet project, so we can have a little debate about what we think is going to happen with next-gen consoles. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you're new around here, and hit that notification bell. We do upload every single day at 6 PM. And I mean, recently we've been uploading mad videos. I think when this goes out, I will have uploaded 10 videos in 5 days, but it was 8 videos in 3 days. So I mean, that was obviously because of the Fortnite release, but it's been crazy recently. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it and showing the support. It's great to see. I love it when you drop into live streams, or just drop a like on a video. It's so appreciated. It makes me feel very good. But if you have enjoyed, I'm glad you've enjoyed. If you have, then a like would be amazing. Thank you very much for watching. I shall see you in the next one. And peace.